Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. This is Set here, spiritual leader. So I gotta. I have a question. I'm wondering. I don't have a question, but I'm wondering things because some people feel like I give out too many secrets, but I feel like these people don't really look at what's on my channel, like how many views I have on my channel. Because you're saying I'm saying too many secrets, but I gross out around 50 views. I gross out around 50 views. That's not a lot. That's nothing. And in those 50 views, I have like one or two likes. Right? That not all the videos, but I gross out. That's the range. I have videos that are more than 50 views, of course, but I also have videos that are a lot less than 50 views. And the worst part is the videos where I'm saying the most important things are the videos that have the less views. The videos that people complain about are the videos that have the less views. See, I feel like these people that are around here that are on YouTube don't understand the concept of the world that they're living in. We live in a world where Elmo, the puppet, is something that people talk about, right? Like a inanimate object, a puppet, a TV show or commercial, a Sesame Street character is something that gets people riled up. We're living in a world where you can get on a plane at 40,000, 30,000 feet, 25,000 feet, start masturbating and put it on Instagram, and people get riled up. We're talking about a world where semen retention videos are 70%, at least 70% of the content on a website. And you're worried about people telling secrets. Why? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, man? If it was such a big deal, like okay. So subscribe to the channel, leave a like, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Seriously, subscribe to the fucking channel, because you're not gonna get this information anywhere else. So I don't see why you're not subscribing to the damn channel. It doesn't make any sense. You're not gonna find this information anywhere else. Andrew Tate doesn't know a fucking thing. Aiden Ross doesn't know a fucking thing. None of these people know a goddamn thing. All right, like, subscribe to this channel. Stop fucking around. Stop pussyfooting around and subscribe to the goddamn channel. It's very easy. It's one click, and then you can get all the information that you ever fucking wanted to hear. It's just one click. You're one click away from becoming a god. One click. One like, one comment, and one subscribe from becoming a god. So I don't understand what's so hard about doing that. What is stopping you from doing that? I don't get it. So anyways, I've said it myself. I'm a creator. I'm a god and I am a creator. And I'm creating more gods. I'm creating a lot of things. I'm creating more gods. And at the end of the day, I might be a powerful god, but I will have to face my own demise. You see, this is the difference between me and your god, right? I'm okay with my downfall because I'm the one that created my downfall. And I'm okay with that. Why? Because, like the Viking TV show keeps saying, don't be afraid. It just has to happen. If I want you to become the best that you can be, then I have to be okay with the fact that at some time and point you're going to surpass me. I have to. It comes with the job. It comes with the job. I can't. It just comes with the job. It comes with the territory. Of course, I don't know how my downfall is going to happen. Maybe it's because somebody's going to turn evil. This person might turn evil and try to kill me, and that's how I die. Or not. Or maybe it's a good person that obviously ended up being greater than I am. And that's okay. That's the point. Because that means that I did my job. And then I will be elevated to a higher status at anyways. Why? Because the only reason why because the only reason why everybody is okay is because of me. Regardless if I get killed by an evil guy or a good guy. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to replace God at some time and point. At some time and point, I'm going to replace God because God didn't do shit for you. Because everything that's good that's happening for you right now is because of me. It's not because of God. God didn't do shit for the pandemic. God didn't do shit for the fucking pandemic. God didn't do shit for MK Ultra. God didn't do shit for the Illuminati. God didn't do shit about pedophiles. God didn't do shit about a lot of things. God didn't do shit about rape. God didn't do shit about gang violence. God didn't do shit about like a lot of things. But I do. Because I have the power to do it. And if you're a God and you love your creation, then you are going to protect your creation. You're not going to punish your creation for being self-aware, for being for going to work every morning. I'm not going to send somebody to hell because he decided to take care of his family. I'm not going to send somebody to hell because instead of praying, he went and helped somebody out in the middle of the street. Because that's what God does. That's in the Bible. The Bible says, whatever you see, he told Moses to just keep walking. That whatever you see, keep walking, stay on the path. I got a problem with that. Of course, Lucifer has a problem with me. The problem that Lucifer has is I'm giving other people chances to defend themselves. Right? I'm giving people chances to defend themselves. I don't see what the problem with that is. Of course, they don't deserve it, so that's why you don't like when I do that, but I have to. Because there's always a sliver of hope that this person might wake up. It might be futile. It might be wasted effort. It might be me just wasting saliva, wasting oxygen in my lungs, right? But there's still a sliver. There's a tiny little small sliver of hope that this person might wake up. You see, when you fight, I'm the kind of guy. If we were samurais, if we were back in the samurai days, I'd be the kind of samurai that would you pick a fight with me, I would help you fight me as we fight. That's the kind of guy I am. Because I don't like weakness. I don't like weak people. I don't like cowards, and I don't like cowardism, and I don't like weakness. So I'm gonna help you fight until you're on my level. You know what I mean? So that's why I do that, because I don't like seeing you the way you are and thinking that you're not all that. You're not on my level yet. But let me help you, because obviously you were walking down the wrong path, because obviously somebody was lying to you. So now I'm trying to give you the knowledge that you're missing to become like me. because I'm overpowered. You can't fight me. You have a lot of trouble fighting me. So let me tell you what's going on, because it wouldn't be fair to cut a man down because he got lied to. That's being opportunist. That's being an opportunist. That's taking advantage of somebody. I don't want to take advantage of you. You decided to fight me for whatever reason, whatever that reason is. But me being overpowered, I can obviously see that your shit is all fucked up. So let me give you the insight, because I can obviously see you want to be a swordsman just like me. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If I thought something was wrong with that, I wouldn't be a samurai either. And we wouldn't be having this fight. So I can see that you want to be a samurai, so I'm giving you pointers. I'm probably going to kill you. You're probably going to die. But at least you're not going to die ignorant. At least you're not going to die ignorant, bro. So Lucifer has a problem with me. It's not just YouTubers that don't like when I'm telling secrets. Like I say many times, spirits don't like when I tell secrets too. Even though I don't feel like I'm saying anything, like I'm not bothering anything. I'm not bothering anybody, because at the end of the day, everybody looks the other way. Like, we're the ones that have all the knowledge. It's based off all the video that you've seen on my channel. You can obviously know who has the real shit. And it's not God. Whatever the fuck you call God, it's not. And you know that. Deep down inside of you, you know that. You just don't want to accept it. You know that your God doesn't know shit. You know that your God is a coward. You know that your God is a wretched being. The most evil of evil shit that ever existed in history. You know it. Inside of your heart, you know it. You just can't come to terms with it. You just can't come to terms with it because you did this shit for so long. And you believed in it so much. But at the end of the day, what you're going through is called Stockholm Syndrome. What you're going through is Stockholm Syndrome, bro. You're just used to it. And you don't know how you're afraid to live without it because you don't know anything else but that. So you will go above and beyond for somebody that mistreats you because you're not just the only thing you know. And everything else is scary. Like, the world is scary. There's a big old world outside of this being that kept you locked in a cage, but the outside world is fucking scary too. It's even scarier because at least this, I know this. I'm aware of this. I'm used to this. But then you're telling me to go jump inside of a hole, of a black hole, and you can't see shit. There's no light. That shit is even scarier than what you're offering is scarier than what I have. It is. And that's the point. It's supposed to be. Because the reason why it's so scary is because you have to come to terms that some people call this shadow work. I don't know if people understand what shadow work is or whatever. I think people just say shit because it's popular and everybody says the same thing over and over again because people want views and they want subscribers, so they all say the same thing. Everybody says the same thing, one after the other, wanting all the views and wanting all the blah 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 blah. All right? I don't use terms like that. I don't talk like that. You know what I mean? And I don't like it. You know, I'm not a follower. I'm a creator. I create shit. I'm a god. I don't need to follow somebody else's shit. I can create shit. If I didn't create shit, then I wouldn't be a god. That makes you a sheep, not a god. So anyways, No offense, but it's true. So, you're offended. You act like you're offended, but you're not really offended. You're just afraid of what's next because you've never seen anything else outside of this thing that you're in. So everything that's outside is like it's darkness, right? There's no light, and nobody's gonna shed any light there either, because it's you have to deal with personal issues. You have to deal with you have to deal with personal issues. You have to deal with yourself, and it's scary to deal with yourself. For some people, not for me, obviously, but for some people, that's very scary to deal with themselves. They're not. They. I mean, it's not even. It's not scary. It's not scary. I just understand your standpoint. I understand where you're coming from, but it's not scary. There's nothing scary about it, to be honest. That doesn't make any sense because it doesn't make any sense because why would you be afraid of yourself? Like what possibly good reason could you have to be afraid of yourself? You can't be afraid of yourself. You got to be yourself. You have to be yourself. Most people are not themselves. Most people are not themselves. Most people are something else. So people feel like agents, they refer to agents as what people might think are demons. Demons are not agents. Legion doesn't possess people's body. Legion does not possess other people's bodies. Legion does not make other people do things. The devil doesn't make Satan, Lucifer doesn't make other people do things. People do things because they feel like it. People have free will. Free will does exist. As a matter of fact, free will is a goddamn blight to the world, if I do say so myself. Because if this person's retarded, if this person's beyond stupid, he can do stupid shit as much as he wants. Like getting on a plane at 30,000 miles, 30,000 feet and start jerking off and put it on Instagram. Nobody can stop him from doing it. He has free will. He can do whatever he wants. But free will without intelligence, without know-how, is dangerous. Like the guy could be stupid and kill 300 people. He plant a bomb on his chest, put some C4 on his chest, run right towards a goddamn fucking train station, and beep, kill everybody there. That's free will. Nobody made him do it. He wanted to do that. Do you know how long it takes? First of all, you got to get the C. First of all, how you gonna say the devil make you do it when you got to order, because you can't go to the store and buy a block of C4 and then put some tape around you and get a detonator at the fucking Canadian Tire or fucking Home Hardware and fucking blow yourself up. That's not how. The devil didn't make you do shit. That doesn't make any fucking sense. No, you have to order the shit. You have to order some C4 from wherever you ordered the C4, because I don't even know where you can get C4, to be quite honest. You have to order the shit, so there you have to wait 3 to 5 business days. Right? You gotta wait 3 to 5 business days, right? Before you're gonna tell me all that, and then you gotta build the thing. Then you gotta order detonators, because you can't get a detonator. You gotta build a detonator. You can't just get a detonator anywhere. You gotta have skills to build the fucking thing, right? And so now those are more pieces that you have to order. That's gonna get 3 to 5 businesses. So you're gonna tell me the whole month you was just sitting there and you was the devil was in you. And there's no chance in that whole month, nothing. You just the devil made me do it. It was the devil. The devil's inside of him, and that's why he did that shit. No, man, that makes no sense, dude. You're crazy. You're insane. That shit makes no goddamn sense. It makes no goddamn sense. Nobody made nobody do nothing. But if you're looking at motherfuckers that keep exploding themselves in public, regardless if that shit's true or not, who are they doing it for? They doing it for God. So the question is, why would you think after the guy specifically said he's doing it for God, which I'm pretty aware that he's doing it for God. Not aware, I'm pretty sure that he's doing it for God, right? So where did the devil come in here? Like what? Because the guy is first of all, he's way too intelligent. The guy's an engineer, first of all. The guy's an engineer who went to school for years, decades, to learn how to do that shit. And then he had to wait to get all the material. He had to get all the material from wherever he got the material from, right? Because you gotta understand, if you're building a bomb, let's be honest. Let's be real here for 2 seconds and stop bullshitting, right? If you're building the bomb, the FBI is gonna be on your ass so fast you're gonna have whiplash, right? Because they're gonna know. They're gonna notice that somebody's buying bomb building material. And all the specific material are going in one specific, location. So they're gonna be suspicious, even though you're not building the bomb. Let's say you're just fucking, doing a school project, right? They're gonna notice. They're gonna notice that there's one specific location that's asking for bomb material. So they're gonna show up and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why are you buying all this bomb material for? What are you planning?" Somebody's going to be on your ass. So these guys that build these bombs, they know that. So they buy their stuff from specific places that are not traceable, so that people don't notice that they're building a bomb, right? So you're not going to tell me, if you have all that awareness and you're telling me you're possessed by a demon. That shit crazy. That don't make no damn sense. That's just not true, bro. And if you want me to add more, in my experience being possessed by demons, it doesn't stay that long. Shit, I'd be lucky if it stays for 2 hours. I'd be lucky if it stays for 2 hours, because it won't even last a day. It won't even last 2 hours. You're going to be possessed for a minute, an hour, 30 minutes, 40 maybe, and that's it. Not 6, not 7, not 8, 10, not 20 hours, not 24 hours, not nothing. Not a week, not 2 weeks, not a month, not a year. That's impossible. So technically it takes a year to strategize and plan a bombing attack. At least a year. The devil made you... How? What? What? Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, anyways, so I'm just saying. It takes at least a year. So no, that's not possible. It's just not. It's physically impossible. It's metaphysically impossible for you to say that you were possessed by a demon and the demon made you. Now, okay, maybe if you're in front of a person and you get possessed and this person offends the spirit in some shape or form, and then you get your ass kicked, like, okay, that might happen. Maybe. That could happen. I'm not saying that's impossible. That could happen. Murders, I'm not sure. Murders, I don't think so. And if you were possessed by a spirit and you ended up murdering somebody, I don't think you were possessed by a demon. You were possessed by a spirit of some sort. But you were not possessed by a demon prince or a demon king. Like, you were not possessed by Lucifer. You wasn't possessed by Lucifer. You wasn't possessed by Asmodeus. You wasn't possessed by the 7 princes of hell. That's for sure. That is for sure. Now, a lesser demon or a lesser spirit, maybe. Maybe that spirit has other agendas that differs from the agenda that we actually have. That can be a thing. That could be true. Now, if you get involved with a lesser spirit, or a lesser demon, and this lesser demon, it's like people love Azazel and shit. Azazel is not with us. At this point, I don't even know if Azazel is a demon. This guy is so hell bent on replacing Lucifer that I don't even know Azazel has an agenda. Azazel has a different agenda than us. He's trying to replace us. Shit, he's walking around saying the same thing that Lucifer says. I remember last year, a bunch of people thought that Azazel were going to make them king. You were saying Azazel this, Azazel that. Azazel didn't do shit. He just lied. I don't know why. Maybe he wants to replace Lucifer. Maybe he has a bone to pick with Lucifer. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to get back in heaven. Maybe he likes his overlord master. Maybe he has Stockholm syndrome. He might have Stockholm syndrome. I don't know. But it is possible that a god, even a god, differs from the agenda that's on the table. It can happen. Or Baal. People think Baal is a demon. Baal is not a demon. Baal is Archangel Michael. He's not a demon. But everybody keeps saying, and everybody thinks that he's a demon. He's not. He's Archangel Michael. There is no such thing as a demon called Baal. No such thing. Does not exist. Never existed. I mean, I tried. I knew it was garbage. I knew it was bullshit, but I tried to see if he existed. That's how I know he's bullshit. I tried to see if he existed. He's non-existent. He is full of shit. Literally. And that's the reason why maybe they keep saying that he's made of 666 pieces of shit from murderers and rapists. Because at the end of the day, the guy's full of shit. But he's full of shit, not because he's made out of shit. Well, he might be, who knows. But one thing's for sure, he's not a demon. He's Archangel Michael. Baal is actually a Babylonian, a Mesopotamian, not a Babylonian, is actually a Mesopotamian god. People that Jewish people used to venerate a long time ago, 1,000 years before Jesus came along. He's not a demon. He's a Mesopotamian god of fear. The god of fear is Archangel Michael. He's the god of fear. He's the one that implements the fear of God into people. And that's where the concept of agents comes from. It doesn't come from the infernal realm. Now, mind you, I want you guys to believe in me more than I want you guys to believe in gods. Because at the end of the day, gods are vain and vainglorious creatures, right? They don't really, they will help as much as they can. But there are some things that they can't comprehend because they've been around for millions of years. So the concept, they don't understand the concept of humanity. They're not humans. They are beyond human. They're not even, there's some things they don't understand. There's some concepts that are above their understanding at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, you are going to bump heads with a god that you actually adore. at the end of the day, at some time and point. You're going to bump heads with him. Even though he's a good guy, even though he's trying the best he can to bring you whatever you need, but you have to understand it's still a person with its own personality and its own point of views. So there's some things that you might feel like it's a god. Of course he understands that shit. No, they don't. That's why you need people. That's why it's not good to be by yourself. That's why it's not good to give all of yourself to a god. You have to show some restraint. You got to have some restraint. You got to have some self-awareness. Some not self-awareness, some discernment, right? You got to have some discernment. I'm not saying humans are better than gods. But mind you, humans have the potential to become gods. Not all humans, obviously. Not everybody, I know. But like I said, there's a sliver of hope. And I wouldn't be, how can I say that I'm a good person if I don't try to give out knowledge and information about what I know? I can't say that I'm a good person. I'm not part of the solution. I'm part of the problem. Because it might be okay for certain people to sit there and watch people talk about penis all day, but at the end of the day, that shit's gonna kill you too. If you let that shit slide, it's gonna end up killing you. You're gonna get steamrolled. You have to create a balance. And if you have power, it's your duty and your responsibility to create that balance. You can't just let everything flood over, because it's going to flood over you at some point. If you let it snowball and you don't put a roadblock in front of it, it's going to roll over you too. You might be able to profit off of it right now, but at some point, that whole penis talk is going to steamroll whatever you're doing. So you have to put a block on you. You know what I mean? You have to it's like building a mountain or building a river. You know how to build a river? You got to use dynamite. You got to use TNT, nitroglycerin. You got to use nitroglycerin to build a river. You got to use explosions. You got to destroy things to build a river. Because when you're exploding rocks, the rocks are going to make a formation and the river will have to go around that formation. And it's going to slow down the flow of the ocean too. So that it doesn't tidal waves over your city or your village. So you got to do the same thing with these nonsensical information nonsense that's out here too. You can't just be like, oh man, just let people be stupid. They're gonna kill you. If you just let people be stupid, because stupid is going to make more stupid and make more stupid and make more stupid, and they're gonna end up killing you because they're too stupid to understand what you're saying. Because you sat there not doing anything and not using your power to build these fucking roadblocks so that the river becomes smaller, more condensed, and less sprawling and less powerful. So if you do have power, if you are wise, if you are knowledgeable, you don't have to tell everybody everything. That's not what I said. But it is your responsibility, though. Don't think that people being retards are not your responsibility. Yes, if you are a man of power, if you are a god, that's what your responsibility is. That is your job. Because you're a god. You are above men. And trust me, we are above man. It might not look like it, but we are above man. Demonologists, we are above men. Because these people ain't gonna make it without us. They think they will, but they won't. If it wasn't for us, if it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for me, we'd probably be in FEMA camps right now. If it wasn't for me, we would still be wearing masks right now. If it wasn't for me, we would still be attacked by these so-called entities, MK Ultra shit. If it wasn't for me, God would have taken over this whole shit, and we would have been in way more trouble than we started out with. That is who we are. And the sooner you will realize it, the sooner you will grow in your power, that you will sit on your throne. Like the low-key TV show. Until then, you're not sitting on your throne. Until then, you're okay with the profits that you're doing. You're okay with the advantages that you get from people being stupid. But if you leave them, I'm not talking about con artists, right? I'm not talking like if you're Illuminati, I'm not talking about that, because that's another type of responsibility. That's another type of job. That's not what our job is. I'm talking about creators. I'm talking about people that are gods, that are living gods. I'm talking about people that have power. Your job is to make sure that the stupidity doesn't overflow. Your job is to make sure that the nonsensical bullshit doesn't overflow. This is why you have this power. This is the purpose of this. This is the usage of that power. Because some people, they feel like they're like, well, why you doing this? Because we're gonna die if I don't do that. Because we're gonna fucking die. People don't know shit. People don't know a fucking thing. They don't know a fucking thing. They don't know anything. They've been lied to all that. We are just starting to figure out all of these fucking things. We're just starting to figure it out. And you think that people are not trying to stop the flow of information from happening? Bro. Oh, it's all right. Nothing bad's gonna happen. No, bro. Like, they're going against you too. Yeah, you're making money right now. It all seems good and fine and dandy. Of course. Yes, for the moment. But imagine if all of us disappeared. Imagine if none of us was here, right? Imagine you were by yourself with all the power that you have and all the knowledge that you have, and you was by yourself, right? And all of us just got eliminated, and you was just there. Well, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But you might have a little business, and your little business is working, right? But you're going to end up facing 7 billion, 8 billion people at some point. Why? Because the paradigm shift changes into something else, whatever that thing can be. And it could be anything. It could be mass pedophilia. It could be mass sexual assault. It could be mass gratuitous violence, right? Just violence for the sake of violence, like the purge. And what you're going to do then? Because by then it's going to be too late. You're not going to be able to fight all these 8 billion people by themselves that are trying to murder each other. They're not going to fucking listen to anything you have to say. They're not going to fucking care about the knowledge that you have. They're not even going to understand it. You're just going to be talking mumbo jumbo. You're going to die like this in a blink of an eye. They're going to kill you, stab you to death in a blink of an eye because they don't understand what you're saying. They have no idea. You're just talking mumbo jumbo because they're too stupid to understand. Because all the knowledge got lost in the sea. So is that what you're looking for? Do you want to end up by yourself, facing 8 billion people that are ready to fucking eat you alive, literally eat you alive, like cannibalism. No, no one is. No one has that kind of power. Nobody can stop 8 billion people at the same time. No one. Not even me. At least I don't think so. Well, the verdict is still out on that, but you know what I mean. So anyway, this video is too damn long. I'll see you on the next one. Happy Valentine's Day. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. Peace out.